Hello, Poppet.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, fuckers.
How's it going?
How are you guys doing today?
Happy whatever day it is, Sunday.
It is
But
Sunday,
for you guys,
August 8th.
it'll be Monday or Tuesday. Yeah.
Yes.
But how have you been?
I've been.
We haven't talked yet, so
No.
it's good. We actually held off this time.
Yeah. Welcome to Take the Time Talks.
Welcome back to Take the Time Talks. You
Do
should
we-
know where you're at already.
Did they already see the intro, or are you gonna roll the intro now? Maybe for this one we roll the intro now.
Okay, now.
But yeah, good to see you, brother.
How was the fair?
Dude, it was exactly what I thought it would be. It was wonderful. It was absolutely.
You spent all your
wonderful.
time with the food, didn't you?
No, dude. So that's where we'll get into it. But first, a shout out to our sponsors, not sponsors.
Yeah.
Stone Tangerine Express IPA.
Delicious.
Hazy. I haven't tried this one, but I
Really?
have heard good things.
It is good. I had it the first time I had it was actually at the brewery. The brewery in
The Buey.
in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
In San Diego.
And that's dope. The one with the hotel next to it?
I have no idea.
I think they have like
I've
a
only
big
been there
stone
once.
campus or something like that. Like that was their big
I
thing.
just went there.
What do
I went there and
what
drank
would you
me.
describe it as?
I describe it as it's like a lighter IPA. It's kind of got a little bit of sweetness to it. You can tell that it's tangerine, like, very well. But then it just kind of hits you with the bitterness on the back end. It hits you like a normal IPA, but it's like a little lighter, kind of more refreshing.
It's a little lighter. I like it. Wow,
Mhm.
that's super dope. Yeah, sometimes that's the thing. Like with certain IPAs, they just leave like
It's
the
too
taste,
much.
The taste of shit in your
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah.
You know.
You're like, I like a little aftertaste, but this is too much aftertaste.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Literally
Like, listen, man, I don't smoke 10 packs a day.
Or
I still have my
just lick
taste.
the ground. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It feels like I just lick the ground.
All right. So
Um,
some of you guys those of you who are observational may have noticed that there's a little bow. I wanted to start this podcast off with a little present for Cesar.
oh,
Yeah, you like forgot about it. It's like,
the gifts.
the gift.
No way. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah,
So
read the note.
this is a present. This is an unboxing now.
It's an unboxing.
We've just done our first
It's
unboxing.
we've done we've done mukbangs, unboxing.
We've done an unboxing.
What else? have
So
we done?
should we like do should there be like a really like funny
unboxing.
maybe like what should our thumbnail be? Like the box, like what's inside?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a great thumbnail.
Uh,
Hey bro. Hey bro. All right, let me just read it to you guys. So it's the 3.
yeah, it's the logo. Yeah.
It's a logo. Hey bro. Like no homo. Period. Thanks for all the laughs and here's to many more. Gracias, Princesa China. Sincerely, La OG Princesa. So at least he acknowledges that he is the number 1 princesa. Oh, Eddie, my friend. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah. All right, now open it up.
Oh, okay. So
You can be aggressive with it. It's okay. I also tried to find the gayest wrapping paper that we had.
Oh wow. What is it?
It's fragile, so you just probably broke it. No, I'm just fucking with you.
I was.
Oh, you
fucking
probably. I didn't
devastated.
think this part through. Hold on. Let me help you out
Nice.
here.
Little cutter.
No, it's a.
Oh,
There you go.
sweet. I don't know what's inside. Like, do I open this up and then it's like a pie that shoots in my face?
I wouldn't do that in here.
That's what I was like. Okay,
I'm not about to ruin my equipment. Come on.
Okay, I'm opening it up. I still
a
don't know
box.
what's in there.
You can show them. It's full of paper.
There's some green wrapping paper.
Yeah.
What if the ultimate troll is it's absolutely nothing? Hold on.
It is pretty light, right?
Hold on. Oh, it's not. Whoa! Bro, how sick is this? It is not just empty. We have fucking merch.
It's not for sale yet.
It's not for sale yet. Dude, that's why this is exclusives.
These are exclusives.
Oh my god. Take the time talks, dude. Thank you so much, homie. This is amazing.
Of course,
man.
brother.
I really appreciate it. I'm a hat man. If you
I
guys
know.
haven't noticed, but like
You
I
wear
love
hat
hats.
in, like every single one.
Yeah.
I know. I like hats too.
You know.
I was like,
but-
oh, this is perfect.
bro, and you got like a we're making peace. Like this is red and blue.
Yeah.
Crips and Bloods, we want peace for everyone. You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
exactly.
World peace. And I mean, dude, way to do the design. I mean, let me just do a shout out. I mean, look at this. This is like Tarantino-esque. Have you ever seen like a Quentin Tarantino movie?
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, dude.
Well, I just found like a custom hats company,
Yeah.
and I just did one of their fonts. And
Oh, dude, you did
Wait,
well.
yeah.
This is, dude, and it's the dad cap.
it's the dad cap.
It's the way to do it.
Exactly.
Dude, I'm gonna cherish this forever. I don't even like. Remember when people would like not take
keep the sticker
Would they keep the sticker on? And like, if the sticker was off, they'd be like, "Oh, the hat's ruined.
Yeah.
It's not good anymore." It's like, what the fuck?
Hey man, you should understand, Pokemon card collector.
You know what? You're right. You're right. What am I saying? Respect. I mean, but is your sticker on?
No, I took all that shit off. I want to wear it.
Dude, this is amazing, dude. I can't wait. Yeah.
It's on my head straight.
Wow. Dude, like this is actually super awesome. And I mean, dude, this is a very well-made quality hat.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
No, yeah, they're actually nice hats. I was trying to find one that was good.
dude, I mean, this is just a testament, bro. Just, I swear, I feel like if we drop merch, it's gonna be dope.
It's gotta be dope. Well,
And-
it's just like and like I like the concept of like the whole thing how it just says take the time. So you just
Yeah.
look at it and you're like, oh, that's cool. It just
Yeah.
says like take.
Dude, this is gonna be my.
It's like the just
fucking
do it shit
hat.
for Nike.
Oh my god, dude. We need to like. We'll talk later.
Yeah, we'll talk.
IP.
We
Trademark.
trademark. Well, because what I really wanted to do was actually like the logo itself,
Yeah.
which would have been sick, but I couldn't
Take the
find.
time.
I couldn't find a hat one that let you put up your own like image. It was all
Yeah,
just
I always
like
do the backwards. I always do the backwards hat too. So
yeah, you do like to do the backwards. I like
wanna
the
try
forwards
that out.
myself. I'm forwards hat kind of guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing, dude. But wow, what a way to get started, man. I mean, every one of my sensations is just firing right now. So hard.
So I'm so hard right now.
Oh, dude, this is fucking dope.
Yeah, see, it's a good hat. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Dude, yeah, I mean, shout out to what's the hat company?
I have no idea. I have to look on Amazon.
All right, well, shout out to that hat company on Amazon. Good shit. I mean, and
Oh, I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now.
You guys just you don't even know what you created. You're at the forefront of like the hottest brand of 2025.
Take the time clothing.
Take that time clothing.
Or take the time apparel. I don't know.
It's gonna
one
be
of
tight
those.
as fuck.
No, what the heck? I don't want a long press nothing. Just let me. It was from.
Dude, and now anytime that people are like, "Oh, dude, it's a really cool hat. Where'd you get it from?"
Yeah, it's like, oh,
like-
it's custom
it's-
from my YouTube channel.
It's from my podcast. It's from our podcast, you know.
the
And
heck is the name of this
then
company? Speedy Pros,
Speedy Pros. They
Yeah.
sound like they're on drugs, but they're amazing.
but they're pros.
They're pros,
Yeah.
you know. Hey, they're on speed, but they're pros, you know. So
That's what matters.
but good shit, dude. Good shit.
Yep.
Wow, it's incredible. I kind of want to like
Wear it forwards, even though you don't usually wear your hats
wear it
forward.
forward just to like, you know, exactly. I feel like you got to show it off. I almost want to like just put it right here. I'll put it at the desk at some point just so everyone can appreciate it and enjoy it. But dude, incredible. Take the time, bro.
Take the time.
Oh my god, that's so sick.
Red and blue.
Yeah, dude. So cheers, mate. Thank you
Cheers.
very much, man.
Of course, you're welcome.
To podcast number.
Yeah.
What number are we on?
I think 7 now.
7. That's a
Yeah,
good number.
almost 2 months.
Podcast
Yeah.
number 7.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Okay, so back to your week. How was the
So-
fair?
Oh my god, it was great. It was everything I thought it would be. So I thought it was amazing. The fact that they do tickets,
Mhm.
it was like not even crowded. but it was like the
Yeah.
perfect amount of crowded. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly. That's how I felt about it.
It
Like, you
was-
felt like, okay, people are out and doing shit.
yeah.
But you didn't feel like, oh, man, there's too many people. Or
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like if I wanted to go get food, I would go get it, and I wouldn't have to wait too long.
yeah, it's the
And
normal wait time.
it's literally like amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great, and I even went a little later in the day just because I was kind of caught up that day.
Yeah.
But wait, no, we did the podcast that day. That was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I was
right.
like, wait. So we did the podcast. I left here, went there. First thing we had was the brisket fries.
Yeah.
They were good. They were great. You know.
Wait. Did you get it with the sour cream?
Oh my God, no.
No, I didn't get it with the sour cream. I didn't want the sour cream.
I didn't
took
get
off,
the sour
yeah,
cream. No.
Yeah. I feel like it would have ruined it.
It would have made them like nacho-esque.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe it could have been good. But I mean, I like the concept.
I did the barbecue sauce.
The barbecue sauce. Dude, you know what? I don't think they gave us barbecue sauce. No,
It might have been out, dude.
It might have been
Yeah,
out.
because that was the way that I did it. I got it. You know, it has the cheese and stuff, and then I asked for the barbecue sauce.
I just got it. I think the barbecue sauce would have made it way better because
Yeah.
that's what was the thing. The cheese was great, but with the brisket, my whole thing was I was like, oh, it needs a little bit more sauce. But I
Yeah.
mean, I didn't even think to ask of it because I was just so hungry.
Yeah,
Me and her were so hungry.
Yeah, you were
that we just
waiting.
fucking went for it.
Yeah.
So went for that, and then right after we're walking.
Did you end up stopping at Jungle Boys before you went?
No. Not even like I was just like, oh,
like,
we're
no.
not. We're gonna go straight there.
I'm
Much.
so hungry.
We're
I don't
so
need it. I don't
hungry.
need an edible right now.
We had that. The next thing we had is fucking the fried Oreos, and
Yeah.
then right out, which I mean, you can't go wrong with the fried Oreos.
Yeah.
Right after that, we're walking, and we see the barbecue place, and we're like, let's get some ribs.
Yeah.
So we got some ribs, and we were just munching. And I think we were just so like in a trance of food
Yeah, of the food.
and
Yeah.
everything that all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, I'm full.
Yeah.
Because that was after we got our drink too.
Did you get?
know?
Yeah. What would you have to drink?
We had a lemonade. We went to the
Oh, okay,
lemonade
okay.
stand.
You didn't do the michis? Did
I
you see?
didn't do
That
the
did you see they
michis.
had the agua michi thing or whatever?
I
But it's
did
like
the
it's
fresh,
like not.
all the fresh waters and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And then
I wanted to get one of those. One of the ladies said to
the
get
little
to
cups,
do that. Go
little
get a
barrels.
shot of tequila, and then get one of those, and then just pour it in.
Bro, the people know how to do the fair.
Yeah.
We're just like, we just don't know. I feel like there's a couple people that go there a couple times that like, you know.
An employee told us this.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, hey, I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret here. Just get a shot from here. Go get the little michi water thing, and then
Throw it in
pour it in there, and it's freaking delicious.
And you're fucking toasting. That's amazing. Yeah, I know, dude. So after all that, we're going through, and I'm just fucking done. I'm full.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, wow. So we're kind of going through it, and then now Melly wants to go on a ride. You know?
And you're like, oh fuck.
I'm like, oh, fuck.
Let's go on the spinny one.
Oh, my God. So the first one she sees is like
Oh,
the one
I wonder if they're gonna hear that.
The
The ambulance or cops that just drove by.
Oh, you think?
Yeah,
No, they won't.
sometimes it pops up.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Uh, Yeah, but
Anyways, sorry.
No, you're great. But yeah, so she picks. Did you see that one? I think it was like Titan, but basically it's like a long stick, and then it has 2 points at the end.
Oh,
and
dude, I
spinning.
wanted to do that, but they wouldn't let no one like I said, none of them let it to go on rides, so I didn't get it.
And that one has like the longest line.
Yeah.
It's the most popular.
Yeah.
So
I think they
and we're
shut it down at one point when we were there.
really.
Yeah.
So
like
she-
later in the night.
So we're going through. She ended up doing the one that was right across from the Ferris wheel, and I let her go on by herself because this is what happened. So before we did that one, we went to the one. I thought it was gonna be chilling, but basically it's like a tire, or it's not like a tire. It's the one where you sit on the chair and it starts.
Yeah.
spinning
I know. which
And
one.
then at some point,
You're
it
like
goes
horizontal.
inverted, so it
Yeah.
goes horizontal. So when you're spinning like this. So
Yeah.
you start off spinning like this. So here am I, you know, and I'm like, because she's like, oh, I want to go on a ride, and I'm just like, and all of a sudden I'm like, you know what, fuck it, let's just go on this one. I'm like, I think I can handle it.
How
I'm like,
did
I'm
you
feeling
almost
good.
did you almost yak?
So we go on the ride. I hop on, and I'm like, all right, breathe. I'm good. All
Wait,
of a sudden I'm like, oh,
do
dude,
you-
I'm gonna be able to handle this because I'm like, I'm gonna be going
Oh.
forward.
Okay, I thought you were are you scared? You're not scared of rides, right?
No, I'm not.
It was just the
I'm not
food?
scared. It's the food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the food. It was like I was so hungry. You saw
Yeah.
me on podcast. I was kind of like out of it on that podcast
Yeah, 'cause
because I
you-
was like so hungry.
Yeah.
So, but like literally, it was also just the fact that I was like just so full, and then it starts spinning, And then all of a sudden, I'm like, I'm going to be able to handle it. I'm going to be going forward. That's a good thing. The other ones are like going sideways. It's fucked. All of a sudden, it goes inverted. So it goes, and then all of a sudden, I'm inverted. And honestly, my eyes were closed like half the time. Because I'm like, if I open my eyes, and I open my eyes a couple times, I'm like, oh, shit. And that whole time, I'm like, oh, And Mellie's like, are you good? She's having a great time. Are you good? And I'm just like, fuck. I'm just holding on. I'm like, oh, shit. And then I get off, and it's finally over, and I'm like counting down. I'm like, fucking please God, like, and then I'm like, I swear this guy. I'm like, maybe he thought it was being nice, but he let it go on a little longer. I'm like, fuck you, dog. Like, this is not the time to let it go another round. This is the time to fucking cut it. So
I could just, I'd be like yakking. I'd probably yak.
So it slows down, and then I'm there, and I'm sitting there like this. And I'm like, okay, I'm cool. I made it. Take a deep breath. I hop off. The second I hop off, it's like it all hits me. It's like all of a sudden I'm spinning again. And then all of a sudden I feel it. And I'm like, oh. And right there, Miz, like, she's looking at me. And I just turn. And I'm just like, blah!
No way.
Oh my God,
you actually yacked?
Yeah, dude. I fucking yacked. Not only once. So I puke over the side. Now, luckily for me, we had went on the side that was not in front of the crowd. So nobody fucking saw me. But literally, so we were on the inside of the ride. So we were one of the few people on the inside of the wheel. Let's say this is where the crowd is.
Yeah.
This is where all the crowd is. This is the wheel. This is where all the crowd is. We were like right here.
God.
So I literally puke over the rail where all like the equipment is, right? Behind the curtain, right? And I'm like, okay, it's chill. And then I turn to Melissa. So she's right here. I turn to her, and she's laughing. She's like, oh, she's like, you fucking puked. And I turn to her, and I'm just like, and all of a sudden it was like, and she's like, don't point it at me, And I literally fucking shoot a projectile vomit right at her. A little bit got on her leg, but it wasn't like a lot. It was like a splatter. It was a little splatter, right? But she got sprayed. She was in the fucking zone. But I literally went like this. I shot at least like a 2-foot wingspan of fucking of projectile vomit, because it was the lemonade, it was the fucking ribs, it was the volume of the lemonade. That's what gave me, I know, the fucking thing. So it was the fact that I fucking have everything jam packed in there, and I'm full, and then to top it off, I have like half a fucking huge lemonade. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm like the fucking Kool-Aid man, dude. I'm fucking full.
Why did you go on a spinning ride? Even going sideways.
We were. Here's the thing: as I saw it, and I was like, you know what? This is a good one. I can get out of it, because this one looked way easier than the last fucker I saw, which is going like this. Yeah, which I knew, like I knew that if we went on that one, which she wanted to go on, I would have puked at the people in front of me, because it was a circle, but you're facing everybody. So imagine like sitting there, and then just all of a sudden you just see this dude looking at you, and he's like, ugh! And it's an inside circle. So it's like we're all around a bonfire. It's not a bonfire. It's fucking puke. Oh shit. So.
Oh god,
dude,
I wasn't expecting that. Honestly,
no,
I was like, okay, you're good. You made it off the ride. You're fine.
No, dude. Oh my god. It happened. So that's what it happened. So I projectile vomit, like I say, 2-foot wingspan.
Yeah.
And then she's dying laughing. She's fucking dying laughing.
I'm dying laughing. I can imagine if I was there.
But then when she got like a little spray, she's like, she's like, and then I'm like, no, let's go. So
we gotta get out of here.
So for me, I just start walking. I didn't give a fuck. I'm leaving her. I'm like, it was her. You know what I'm saying? So I start walking off and to get out of there. She hops off, and we were the last to get off the ride as they're boarding the new people.
Oh my god.
So I'm like, let's go. So I start fucking fast walking. We go around the corner, and then it was just so funny because she's just laughing because she's like, I can't believe you puked. I can't believe you puked. But yes, I puked at the OC fair. So I feel like it was a full fair experience. I experienced it all.
Yeah.
But after that, I was like, oh, I'm not full anymore. I'm like, it's bad, but I'm like, it's good. So right after that, I get a little water, rinse out my mouth, because I'm like, oh,
yeah,
fuck,
well, yeah, because you got vomit mouth at that point, and you're like, I can't do this.
And then we went and I got something else to eat because I'm like, I gotta fucking clear up the palate. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah,
you
you
know?
get like I can't.
So I feel like I mean, dude, we were such a bliss of of so much food that at that point after I vomited, it was just like just going off. I feel like
That's
the
honestly.
first thing I went for was the caramel apples.
After that.
Because I wanted to get the taste out of my mouth, and they were green apples. So I didn't really
Yeah,
do the
but
caramel.
like I would have gotten a drink honestly.
No, I said I got water first.
No, after the water. Like when
after
I
the
got my
water.
water, I would have gotten something that's like citrusy or something.
Yeah, that probably would have been the move, but no. I was just like, I need mass, and I need.
Well, then again, you did have the lemonade, so I don't know if I would be in the mood.
That's why I was worried about the liquid. I'm like, is it right to top off on everything? No. So I fucking. I have like a green apple essentially, right? But it wasn't like a candy apple.
Yeah.
It was in the dish.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay. Yeah.
You know, and they just put a little bit. So I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna eat the green apple. So I ate all the green apples, and they cleared up the palate. And then we did bumper cars, which the bumper cars are great. It was like the first time I actually was like, oh, this is like
bumper cars are
a
fun.
legit bumper cars.
Yeah.
It was great. So, and we just kind of coasted through, dude. And then I was trying to win her a prize. But
you used all your tickets.
No, we luckily because we were just so into like going on like just like we were like in the rides.
I'm not gonna lie. The whole time, like after the podcast, I was thinking, if this motherfucker comes in next week,
with the Charizard,
I won the Charmander or some shit. I was like, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I'm gonna lose my shit. I saw the Charizard you wanted, the bottle game.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I saw people throwing down hundreds of dollars.
That's the one. That's the one where I was like, they said didn't have enough tickets, and I was like, you son of a bitch. I was like, this is the one I feel like I could have done.
But I did the math. It comes out to like $9 a try.
I literally almost was just like, hey, can
I
just buy it?
They never let you.
They don't let you buy it.
They don't let you buy it. They're bastards. They're like, no, sorry, we can't do that.
I was literally so close. Like after that, I went on Amazon and was literally looking like.
I kind of want to show it off like that. Look.
Oh yeah, we can do this. Hold on. We'll do here. Let's move the drinks down here.
Yeah, let's move the drinks down here. Oh, gracias.
We'll do a little merch display.
Dude, that is such a fire merch display, dude. Yeah, I set it up. That looks dope, dude.
Oh, hold on.
You gotta turn the blue there. Yeah. Yeah, the blue looks like it's icy.
And then we'll just move the little. Boom.
Little bonsai, little bamboo.
Lucky bamboo.
So, yeah, dude, just basically went through there. And at that point, we just had a good time. We were just kind of cruising through. We both tried to do the bottle game, and we couldn't do it. And we saw so many people. We saw this guy literally
You're
spend
like, we're not the
$100.
only ones dropping our money on
There's
this
a guy
thing.
that spent $100, and he kept trying because he's like, oh, I want 3 more tries. And 3 tries, I'm like, dude, it's like $25. It was something like that.
You're like,
that's it.
Mathematically, it's not a good idea.
This is not a good idea.
Sir, I'm not a financial advisor, but I could tell you right now, you are burning your money.
But he didn't win.
That's why, dude. I only got 1 round of tickets, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And when that was out, it was out. I was like, I'm not refilling this thing because that there's a slippery slope. And then as soon as you refill it once, you're like, I already refilled it once. I could do it again.
Yep.
And then I got this. The more times I try, the more chances I have to succeed.
Exactly.
And I can win that Charmander.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
So
it's a trap.
At that point, then I let her go on the ride that was originally the gnarliest for me. That I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. You do it. So she went on it by herself, and I'm just like filming her. It was super funny. And then I'm like, you know what? Burn the tickets. Go on it twice. I'm gonna let her fucking get through it. You know what I'm saying? So, and after that, we were just kind of coasting through, and I remember we finished off the night with because I definitely wanted it once I saw the cookie bucket.
Oh my god, dude. We didn't get the bucket. We just got like one of the bags, but we should have gotten the bucket. It's so good. So good.
It's so good.
I wanted the bucket.
I literally and like I was like kind of it was like towards the end of the night.
Dude,
like
I was also thinking like you take because they're fresh, you know. Take that, go straight home.
Just fucking pour milk in it.
No, dude, get a scoop of ice cream, make a little fresh cookie ice cream sandwich.
Dude, so bomb. They were so fresh, but it was about to close. So and I'm like, you know what? We're getting the fucking bucket, you know. And what's great is I'm like, as soon as I got the bucket, I'm like, look, Mel, I'm like, this bucket's great. you could put your weed in it.
hey, you know, you could put your weed in there.
Yeah, because it says totally baked. That's
So it's like perfect.
totally baked cookies.
Bro,
Yeah.
I saw this. Speaking of totally baked cookies, I saw this like video today of this kid who like, or it's not even a kid. This guy's in his mid-20s, late 30s. You know.
Oh God.
And he got like stone like some like pot Oreos and pot Chips Ahoy's, and then pranked his dad and told his dad they were just normal cookies, like you want one. And then after that, he goes, "Hey, by the way, there was marijuana in both of those." And he's like, "You're gonna be high in a little bit." And his dad was like, "You fucking did it." And it was funny too, because each time the dad was eating the cookie, he kept sniffing it. He's like, "Why you keep sniffing it? It's just a freaking cookie. Like, just eat it." And then afterwards, so he's like, no, because he was like, definitely like, the way he was doing it was like, oh, this fucker's done this to him before.
Exactly.
You know? So he's like, it was
like, fuck you, kid.
Yeah. And then it was just funny because then the video was just him progressively getting more like aggressively stoned because he gave him two separate edibles.
Dude, that's so funny. There's a funny story now that just so happens that actually happened to me. So, but it wasn't me dosing my family. No. So.
Did you get dosed?
No. My poor mother.
Your mother? How'd your mother get dosed?
So what had happened was, you know, so they run an organic cleaning company, you know? So, one of their clients, it was like they had just sold their house, you know what I'm saying? So, and the people that were just there, they did like kind of like a one last rental, you know?
Yeah.
And the group left, but these people left like a white box full of granola bars, you know?
Yeah.
And they look like granola bars. So my mom gets home and she
eats one.
You know, this is a couple years ago. This is a couple years ago. But basically she comes home and she's like, "Cesar, I don't feel so good." And I'm like, "What's going on?" I'm like, she's like, "No, I don't know. I just feel really weird." She's like, "I ate something strange. I don't know if like it's food poisoning or something, but like I had this bar, and then now I feel like I'm feeling really dizzy. I feel really weird."
Yeah.
And I look at it and I'm like,
"How many milligrams?"
All natural organic granola bar. Yeah. Here was the thing. It didn't say anything about weed. So all I saw was it's a natural granola bar. I looked at the bag and then looked at it. I'm like, it's just granola bar. It's chilling. I'm like, I don't know, Mom. I'm like, you know what? Drink some water, relax. I think you just need to. Why don't you lie down, mother?
Yeah.
Take a chill pill.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, she's just, you know.
Yeah.
So I get her some water. She lies down. I go and check on her again in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and she's like, and then she's like, "Cesar, I don't feel so good," but she's like, "Cesar, you know, just in case something happens." She's like,
I'm sorry, but it's just kind of funny because if you're looking at it, you're like, "Oh, she's just high as a fucking kite right now." As far as that aspect, you know, like looking at it now, you're just like, because everyone's had those moments when they're stupidly stoned off an edible, but they're like, "I'm gonna die right now."
Yeah.
All right, if I die, all right, guys, my heart might stop. I might stop breathing because I'm so stoned right now.
Yeah. And what was really funny was like, of course, like if she was telling me this, I'd be like super concerned, but she was also very calm while she's saying it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Girl, you good?" You know, I think she's just tripping. You know? But she's like, "Cesar," she's like, "just in case anything happens." You know, and I'm like thinking she's just talking in general. She's like, "This is where I leave the money."
No way.
In her head, she was literally at the point where she's like, "Just in case, this is where I leave my stash." And I'm just like, "What are you saying?" I'm like, "What the?" Like in my head, I'm like, "Oh my God." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "All right. I'm gonna go get you something. I don't know if you're like feeling sick." I'm like, you know, like I got her some juice. I'm like, "Let's get you some fluids."
Did you figure out if it was just weed or what?
So the reason I didn't know if it was weed was because the way I held the granola bar.
You were holding over the label.
I was holding over the label that said marijuana. So literally, right, my thumb covered the milligram part. So literally, right where it says 200 milligram bar, right?
It was 200.
She didn't eat the whole thing, luckily, but she had like 40% of it.
Oh, so she had a lot.
It looked like she took like 3 bites, and maybe she was like,
tastes a little weird. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's expired. That's what she told me. That was funny. She said, I think it's expired. That's what I forgot. She came in. She's like, I had this bar. I don't know. Can you check it? I think it's bad. I mean, I think maybe it's expired. And that was the whole thing of it. And I was like, no. I'm like, you know what? Drink some water. If anything happens, maybe, you know, like, you know, clear up.
Wait,
so I looked at the bar and I'm like, no, it's not expired. It's good. It's all just.
So did you look at it again and that's how you figured it out?
No. So So that's after she told me all that, you know, or in regards to this is after she's like, this is the money, this is the stash, you know. I'm like, you know, I got her some juice, I got her some water, she was just chilling, you know, and then from there, she goes to sleep, and she just passes out.
Yeah,
this is at like, you know, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. In the afternoon.
It's just so early.
So it's super early, you know, and basically, and I'm like, okay, and of course I'm like going there. I'm like, she's breathing.
Yeah, you do 2 fingers on her nose.
And she drank, and she had drank like some water and some juice. You know, I'm sure the cotton mouth. You know,
yeah,
I realized
exactly.
you know, it's like, is that, you know? So I'm like, oh, she's good. I'm like, I'm just gonna let her sleep it off, you know. And then my dad got home and he's like, what's your mom? And I'm like, I don't know. I think she's feeling a little sick. I'm like, you know, she's just sleeping right now. I was like, oh, you know, and he goes to go check on her. But, you know, she was just kind of like out of it, you know. And then I ended up going out, you know, with Melly. And I think we went out to go get drinks or something. But my dad calls me and he's like, did you drug your mom? And I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? And then he's like, dude, did you know that she ate this? And I'm like, yeah, that weird granola bar. I'm like, what about it? I'm like, it's not expired or anything like that. He's like, it's got marijuana in it. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, it says right here, it says 200 milligrams. And I'm just like, no. I'm like, send me a photo. And he sends me a photo and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, she is fucking high. And then I'm like, I start dying laughing because it all makes sense now. And then because he was like, dude, he's like, your mom's been asleep for like 6 hours. He's like, she's non-responsive. Like, he's like, do I need to take her to the hospital? Like, he's like, what's going on? You know? And then I'm just like, he's like, dude, no. I'm like, do not take her to the hospital. That's not. She needs to sleep this off. I'm like, she needs to. I'm like, I gave her fluid. Just keep giving her fluid. Like, you know, just let her sleep.
Yeah.
So she was slept from basically 6 p.m. all the way to the next day till like about 11 o'clock.
On the couch?
No, in her room,
okay.
on her bed, right? So she slept for like at least 14 hours. Gone. You know, completely.
Well, because your mom doesn't do any of that.
No.
So like 100, like she ate
if
probably
she ate
100 milligrams.
no, I think she ate at least, like
At
I would
least
say
100 milligrams.
75 milligrams.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
If it's like 40% of the bar, that's why I'm like, it's at least. So of course I think, and it's an edible, and again, it just sat in her stomach. So if she sleeps, it's slowly digesting. It's not like she like had a meal with it and it digested.
Well, it's just so funny because like you got to think your mom's progressively getting higher and higher. She's getting to the house.
She was just,
and she's over here like, I don't feel so good. What's going on? I feel really
is this expired?
Yeah.
Maybe it's expired. I'll lie down, you know. And all
What, she didn't notice her?
Oh
no.
Oh no. Wait. Party foul. You got it. Nice. Thank you. I got it. 1, 2. Party foul, guys.
Caesar's spilling over here. We got too into the story of his mom being stoned. Seriously though, honestly, one of the funniest stories I've ever heard.
Dude, yeah. So luckily she wakes up and then we tell her, I'm like, Mom, it was a weed edible, and she's like, that stuff's not good. That stuff's not good. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, this stuff's bad. Why do people like that?
Because you ate too much. You ate way too much.
I'm like, Mom, you've never done it. You ate so much. And then and then after that she didn't, you know, she just ate food and was just, that whole day she took it very slow. She was just at home.
Yeah, she was like, she had that, like, you know, when you don't, like, when you first start smoking weed and you almost have like that
after high.
Yeah,
like
the
the
after.
next day,
Yeah.
like a fishbowl.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what she was. I felt like she was literally fishbowled all day, and she's like, we just made sure she ate. And I think we're good. No, yeah.
Oh, we saved it from the floor? No way.
Yeah, there was literally like one drop right here, nothing right here. I think just along the side to make sure.
Yeah, we're good. Chilling here. I
And,
can throw this in the trash. Chilling.
But yeah, dude, that's the story of my mom eating an edible.
Holy shit, dude.
So
That's
I
honestly
can believe it, and
so
it
fun.
happens.
Yeah.
And it sometimes you don't know, but it's
Mind you, we both had edible today, and we're fine.
and we're fine.
It's just a matter of how much you eat
And
knowing your tolerance.
exactly.
Yeah.
And not having it not sneak up on you, because I
Well,
get it.
Okay, yeah, definitely like not knowing
Yeah.
that you're gonna
Like,
be
what the
like
fuck's going on to me?
Yeah.
I feel really weird right now.
Yeah,
you know?
dude. Well, I had one time for myself where I knew like I was having weed, right? So I was like, I'm gonna make a savory whatchamacallit, like a savory edible. You know, I hear that's really good. Like make it in spaghetti or something, put it in the tomato sauce.
Oh,
So that's
like
what
with
I
the
did.
butter?
Yeah, so that's what I did. But I did they say to do an oil. 'Cause it's easier to like
Like an
portion
olive
out.
oil?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I did
Avocado.
I don't remember what oil did.
Yeah.
I just know I did an oil.
Yeah.
Okay, I did
Just one with high fat. Yeah. To bind with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did an oil. I made an oil from scratch.
Just gonna actually get rid of this now.
Yeah. I made an oil from scratch. I put a whole eighth in it. And I made the spaghetti, right? And I took 2 bites of I accidentally put too much of the oil into the tomato sauce. So I took 2 bites of the spaghetti. And I was like, I mean, it was good. Like I could have kept eating it, and then like literally it was so potent. We're like 15 minutes in to eating. Mind you, I eat fast, so I was actually taking my time because I was like, it's an edible. I need to know how hard it's gonna hit me. And I've never been so fucking high in my life.
It hit you that quick?
It hit me, and
Maybe
like
because you were eating
like a
it
freight
and it was
train
right there, and your just body's digesting it, you know. So
yeah,
you're just going
dude,
at
but,
it,
oh, bro,
That's
like
so
it was
funny.
so strong because I was like, oh my god, like I was like tripping high. I was like, holy crap, like,
Yeah,
bro. The
that's
only time I was
so
like that
funny.
high again was like when me, Fuentes, and Skylar went to Universal Horror Nights, and we ate like some of a Corova bar, and then we're just
Like the
hitting
black
hitting
bar?
yeah, and then hitting the pen all the way up. And then we were just tripping out in the strobe cave, like the strobe tunnel. We're like, holy fuck. Like,
Yeah, dude, that sounds so rad.
but yeah, no, dude, that's,
Oh,
be careful when
man.
you make at home edibles, especially if you're going to put it in an entree because it's really hard to taste how much you're eating. I'm going to be
Yeah.
honest with you. But yeah, that was my fun. And after that, I was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go buy them.
Mhm.
It's easier that way.
yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that shit was strong as hell. I was
Exactly.
like, holy crap.
So mind your dosage.
Mind your dosage.
When they say have one at two,
Or half.
or half, and take
Depending
it
on
from there.
how much you partake in the marijuana.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's great. Should we do our OMI update?
Oh, yes. Yes.
So,
yes. Oh, wait,
just-
wait. I felt like there's something. Oh, I was going to tell you I got sidetracked with the whole your mom getting high thing. I also vomited this week. This is how I know I'm getting old. So, I haven't been Dairy Queen in a long time.
Oh my God.
All right. So,
We're not
I-
old. We're 25. I can't think like this. We're still young. Midlife crisis.
you just vomited off a roller coaster.
Oh my God. You're right. We're old.
Anyways, so we went to Dairy Queen.
Uh-huh.
All right. We got blizzards. I forgot how big their blizzards get. And I was
You
like,
got a
I'll get a large, thinking it's a decent size.
They're fucking
Not
huge.
too, because it's fucking huge.
It's so
It's
big.
so big
It's
for
so
ice cream, especially when they're like blending shit in it. I was like, it was so big.
What,
But
did you get the one with the fudge in the middle?
I got the one. It had
The
fudge.
Royal
It
Blizzard.
had fudge in it, but it was like this like walnut one or
Like,
something.
like a brownie kind of fudge.
It was like a truffle.
Oh, okay.
It was so good.
They
It
have
was like,
one where the hot fudge is in
Yeah.
the center. So they do the whip,
Ooh.
but it's
Oh,
a
yeah,
Royal
yeah,
Blizzard,
yeah.
and then they shoot it in the center.
yeah.
So when you
No,
crack it,
I had this other one that was like the flavorings were so good, but it felt like you ate it and the flavor was light, so it was easy to eat. Was the
Uh-huh.
issue. And I was eating it, and I get home, and I was like, I probably shouldn't eat the whole thing, and I wasn't paying attention. I finished it, and then like literally 2 minutes later, I was like, I feel like I don't feel good. Like I feel kind of nauseous, and I kept burping. And I was like, oh, this isn't good.
Ugh.
And
Yeah,
like,
that's how you know.
and
like,
then
I got the burps.
and then I was like sitting on the couch, me and Karina were like watching TV, and then I like baby barked a little bit, and I was like, I think I'm gonna throw up. And I ran to the bathroom, and I literally like it had no time to digest. Like it tasted exactly the same coming out.
So awesome.
Yeah. So it didn't taste bad. It was nice, creamy, and soft. All right. But yeah, no, I threw up because
I
I
just
ate
ate it twice.
I ate too much ice cream, and so I yacked.
And your
And then I was like super gassy for the rest of the day. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna drink a smooth move because I know I didn't throw up all of it. I'm just gonna get this out of my system. And then next day I shat 4 times. And we're not talking like little shits.
It's the lactose intolerance, right?
No, I'm not lactose intolerant. I drink a smooth move tea. It's a tea to like help you poop.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm just gonna kind of flush my system after that. I feel dirty, you know, like I feel
That's
bad
good.
for
That's
doing that to my
good.
body.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, I'm never getting a large again. I'm just gonna get the small. Like,
Dude,
what the fuck?
even the medium. The medium itself is a solid. It's a good size.
yeah, but it was just so much ice cream. I was
So much
thinking
ice
like,
cream.
you know, I can get larges at like Baskin Robbins or whatever stuff. I was like, it's Dairy Queen, like whatever.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be ice cream.
Exactly.
A large would be fine. Like, and if it's usually with ice cream, you know, you can eat it and then you're like, it's, you know what, I'm gonna save the rest. I'll
Yeah.
put it in the freezer. But the one that we got was just literally, I can't remember the name of it, but it was just light. It just was light, so it was easy to eat.
It was just so easy.
And I was just eating it on the way back because it's right here off of fucking Oso.
Yeah.
And I was just like on Cabot, just like eating it at the lights because it was like, you know, starting to melt shit. So it was
Mhm.
like super easy. By the time I got here, I was like basically done. I was
It's
like,
gone.
I fucked myself.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It goes down so quick.
Bro,
the
I'm wearing
blizzards.
Birkenstocks, throwing
Dude.
up because I ate too much ice cream.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing them right now. I'm wearing my slides.
I'm like, dear God.
Wore them yesterday.
Oh, dude, that's so funny, man. But yeah, cheers to that. At least we survived. Wasn't.
But yeah, so I was like,
Wasn't
oh yeah,
COVID.
I also had that experience like that this week. Not nearly as adventurous as yours. Yours is way better, but I was just like, I've never had that happen to me before.
Yeah, it's crazy. But also, just to recommend it to people.
Oh me. What?
Oh,
No. Recommend your thing.
Suicide Squad.
Oh.
We also went and we
Oh,
saw
yeah.
that
We were gonna talk about
on
this. Hold on.
Friday.
Yeah.
So once I saw it came out, it had really good reviews, and I was like, oh. I told Mom, I'm like, let's just go to the movies.
Yeah.
Fucking great price, guys. You guys got to go to the movies. You know, support your local theater. Irvine Spectrum, great. Tickets were like $15.
Dude, I have 2 of those like little free ticket things.
Mhm.
I just we're actually gonna go next week for like a
Yeah.
little date night.
And it's yeah, we had a little date night, and it was VIP section, right? So it's the reclining chairs.
Yeah, dude, that's the best. And you're like,
I'm literally back, and then me and her, we loaded up. So like we went to we always go. So we went to the Wetzel's Pretzels and got pizza pretzels, and then we go next door to the
bro, I
Rocky
like.
Mountain.
Did you get the bites though, or did you get the legit pretzel?
So we get the legit pretzel.
Dude, I like the bites.
Are the bites good?
The bites, I don't know.
Do you
I
think they're
enjoy it
better?
more. Yeah.
We just got the pretzel because it was just in the moment. She went to get the pretzel. I got the apples. So we get the
Yeah.
we get the
I like
chocolate.
to get the pizza bites, and then I like to get the cinnamon brown sugar ones.
Oh yeah, dude. There's always go. We like the only reason I didn't get the cinnamon brown sugar one is because we go next door to Rocky Mountain and get chocolate covered apples. So they make them fresh and
you sneak this into the movie theater?
yes, sir.
How do you sneak this in your asshole? What are you putting this
Dude,
shit?
prison wallet. No. So Mel always brings a jacket, and then she was just holding her. She was just holding it in front, like it's like.
Making
it's
her
cool.
look pregnant?
Yeah, no, she was just holding it as if she's like holding it over her shoulder. But we had the Wetzel's pretzels and the chocolate covered apples in there, and then we went in there and we saw Suicide Squad. Fucking amazing film,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Funny.
It was great,
Action-packed.
dude. Oh man. So like the thing with it was like Marvel's got their thing, but like DC's always been kind of here and there with movies. It's like
Yeah.
hit or miss, right? Justice League, who gives a fuck, right? I mean,
Yeah.
let's be real here.
Mhm.
You know, all that stuff.
Aquaman. Never saw it.
It just, it just doesn't like some of them don't stick. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? This one stuck. Like
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy stuck. It's the same director.
But
as
that was
Guardians-
Marvel.
Marvel. James Gunn. James Gunn did Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and then remember he got canceled back in the day for
Yeah,
something.
I don't know. I'm like on and off with like media.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
But nonetheless, he came back and he got the Suicide Squad gig, right? And he literally, I think, just totally like redid and helped restart like interest in the DC, universe. Because there's Marvel, right? They have Iron Man. They have all
so
that stuff.
Suicide Squad. That's like I never saw the first one.
It was trash. Don't see it.
Okay, so this is like a remake of the first one.
So Suicide Squad is the
'Cause the first one had, like,
from a different director.
Had like Harley Quinn. Does it still have like Harley Quinn?
It
and
still
all
has
that?
Harley Quinn. It still has some of the old thing. This is the second one, but it's called The Suicide Squad. And he kind of did that, I feel like, because he wanted to make it his own, and you really see it. So
Yeah. Okay.
you got to watch it.
Is Will Smith still in it?
He's not. So
Why not? It's Will
because
Smith.
but he's not that
Did
that
they-
character
did
isn't
they
on there.
did they
No,
did they
no,
replace him with like a better black character for that role, like
No, no,
Kevin
no.
Hart or something?
He's still in that universe. They could always bring him back, but he's just not in this movie.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Oh, okay. No, dude, you gotta watch it though. It was fucking great. You'll love it. It was
Yeah?
good. Music's on point. Everything about it's amazing. So I'd give it a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Recommend. Would watch
Yeah.
it again.
Totally.
Okay.
I would totally.
There we
watch
go.
it again.
Okay, so now that we're done with that,
Omi.
Omi.
So
Big news for Omi this week.
Yeah. So just to highlight it, Disney Marvel collaboration came out.
Yeah.
Dropped. Huge success.
It was a Spider-Man.
Huge success.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a Spider-Man. They did their first one, and they basically made, again, this is Disney just making off of their digital image like a couple $1 million, right? And it cost them like nothing. Now, again, all this is doing is the Comey price has been consolidating for a long time, and we've seen it, right?
Well, yeah, and I mean, I just got in at 0.23 or 0.0023 and 0.0027.
0.0023, 0.0027, exactly. So
That's the 2 times I bought recently.
So yeah, your average is like 2.4, 2.5,
Mm-hmm.
and we're sitting above that, and we have a nice hold because what's going on now is basically we had explained in an earlier video. When people buy NFTs on the VV platform, they're really buying it with Omi. So they're really buying Omi without realizing it. So those 4 million in sales.
Oh, whoa. We got to get to the whole breakdown. Let's get to we kind of broke it down a little bit before just to make it easier, but they had the Ultra one that was sold, like that was $400,000 in profit, right?
So that was $400,000.
Then one of the normals they sold $9,000 at $100.
$625,000.
Well, that was another one. But then they had one where they made $900,000.
Yep, that was for $100. So
and then they had a couple other ones, but those were like the big ones.
Yeah, they had 16,000 that they sold for 50.
Yeah,
and they had 32,000 that they sold for 40.
Mm-hmm.
They made some good cash.
And now the animated ones, the ones that are like ultra rare, those ones
are already on the marketplace.
Yeah, for what you said, like the bite now is 2.6.
The buy now is 2.6. There's one on auction right now with bids at 1.4.
Yeah.
So somebody bought it for 400. They've already made like 3 times their money.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. But it's Spider-Man. It's a Spider-Man. There's a whole universe.
It's really the fact that there's only 1,000 of those animated NFT, and it's the first NFT from Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's the first NFT for Marvel. Not just that though. You got to think like once you get to the like comic book stuff, right? You just have more collectors, just more people who are into collecting are typically into like comic books and more nerdy shit, really. Like I mean, you guys can't see it, but I have a whole fucking shelf of shit over here just because I like it. So I like looking at it when I come into my office. I'm like, this is nice. I like this for my surroundings. It's cool.
Yeah.
People do it all the time. In my streams, you can see it in the background. It's cool. It's just cool artwork for when you're doing stuff. There's plenty of people who do that and drop a lot of money. And then there's people who do the unboxing stuff, and this is just the next step.
Yeah.
And it's just like, now that there's actually one released, oh dude, it's going to be nuts. Like other companies are going to see how much Disney made off of this one, and then they're going to start doing their own shit.
How much Disney made off just their Spider-Man?
And it's not even, yeah, exactly. It's Spider-Man.
It's just one intellectual property.
Yeah. It's
just
not,
one corner.
And he's not that big. Like, wait till they drop Iron Man. Wait till they drop fucking
Hulk. If the second they drop Hulk, I'm jumping on that one.
Yeah.
Thor. And again, that's just the start where this is all millions of dollars of these coins being transacted in.
Yeah.
So this is again where we're thinking long term.
Well,
right?
dude, wait till they drop the Black Panther one too.
For real.
Yeah, like what if they drop a Black Panther one with
that would be
with
sick.
like where he's holding like his helmet off and it's what's his face?
Like respect to T'Challa.
Yeah.
Dude, rest in
yeah.
peace. That homie, dude.
Could you imagine how much those would sell for?
Chadwick Boseman.
Boseman, that's the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Could you imagine though?
Yeah.
No, and that's what I'm saying. That's where it's headed. I guarantee you this was their tester drop.
This was their tester drop. This is a solid property. If you guys can sell it, great. I was like, man, I really hope all of them sold, and all of them sold.
Like
so for
fast
Disney,
too.
they're stoked. It sold in a day. So every one of the normal ones sold in immediately, And then the last common one took a while to sell. Those ones, the ones that were for 40,
I
and
feel like
then 32,000.
it's because they're not animated.
Yeah, and no, so
Like yeah,
three
you
of
can,
them aren't
you can,
animated.
you can
The
three-
$100 one is not animated.
No, I know. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's like, but it's probably like the least popular pose kind of thing.
Yeah.
You're always gonna have at least one of those in the group.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to get the other
That
one.
one's the one that's supposed to be made accessible to the market.
Yeah.
That's the one where anybody who wants to collect an NFT should be able to buy that one for around $40.
Yeah.
Because it's the open one, and you
Yeah.
have the one that's way higher up. But again, people
Yeah.
don't.
Because
people don't
what
even
did
know
it?
about
It
this.
originally sold for 400, right?
The-
1,000 at $400,
Yeah.
and they sold out in a day.
Yep.
That means there is at least, there was at most 1,000 people who each bought one at 4,000. But there's also people out there who were buying three at once. You know,
Exactly.
dropping $1,200.
To buy, and then, but it always comes down to the countdown. That's
Mhm.
where the sweat comes in. 'cause
Yeah.
You try to put your order in and it sells out, you're fucked. You're done.
Yeah.
Your order didn't go through, it just sold out. So then you try to get another one. So it's a whole thing, but it's just it's good to see the marketplace is healthy. It was good to see that everything sold, and we know that
you
Disney
can tell
got their
too,
money.
You can tell too when it happened with because like so you can see here
Yeah.
it's at 2.9 or 0.0029 right now, and Omi wasn't there. Omi was
At
a little
0.32, right?
well. It was a little low for a good minute until it
Mhm.
started getting closer to the Spider-Man drop, and then it spiked right back up to the 0.003s. It was stuck at the 0.025 for a minute because I check on it like every day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like around 0.0025 to max I saw was 0.0027.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it like peak up a little bit before that, and I was like, got a little FOMO, and I was like, I'm gonna put in at 0.0027. I saw it drop,
Mhm.
and then it went down a little bit more, and I was like, shit, and then it hung out over there. I was
I
like,
couldn't.
damn it,
He's
and
a
then
monster.
and then and then it spiked back up as soon as it got closer to the. And I checked because I'm like, oh, okay, I'm up, like whatever.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why, dude, again, long term, I mean, imagine once this isn't now what you're seeing is the other side of this coin. Is basically this isn't just a crypto, this has so much more tied to it.
Exactly. And like I just think it now it's resting at like the high 0.0029, right?
Yeah.
It's probably
There's some
gonna
research
get
that
up to
came out that I got to do some on. I'll
Mhm.
report it next week. I'll send you the link too.
Mhm.
It's breaking down some potential flaw, but they're working on it, something like that. But
potential flaw, like what?
I don't even know. It might have been a clickbait video.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've seen some of those where they're like
like
it's a scam or
I saw one where it was a J. Cole's investing. That's where I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I said it to Carlos. I'm like, one of them, he's like, J. Cole's investing, and I'm
Yeah.
like, these YouTubers are getting wild.
Yeah.
You know, like they don't
Dude,
know.
hey,
what
they're all about the clickbait.
they're
man.
all about the
They're trying to
clickbait.
get recommended,
Yeah.
you know. What I'm
So you gotta.
that's
just
what we're
do-
doing here. That's
We gotta do your due diligence. That's what I always
Yeah.
say. You know, that's why we always say we are not
financial advisors. We are not them.
But you're just following us on our journey. So
Mhm.
regardless, our journey for the podcast is 0.20. Remember 0.21.
Oh yeah, well we were at 0.0015 was the first when we first brought it up, and
Was
it's double
it?
that right
Was
now.
that the original entry? I thought it was
Yeah.
0.2. It was
No.
0.15.
0.0015.
Beautiful. At 0.15, if you invested at 0.15, you've made
You've already doubled.
you've already
doubled.
made an 80% return on your investment.
I wish I invested that day.
Yeah.
I should have because it shot up like the next week, and I was
It
like,
shot up the
God
next
damn
week.
it!
You're like, oh my god, the oracle. No, it's just the where do we see things going? But we're in
Yeah.
the spot now where
Mhm.
what they really need is to get on an exchange. This
Yeah.
things needs to be easier to buy. It needs to get on Robinhood. But the thing is, they're waiting because just to kind of break it down easy, they're on one side of the chain on crypto. So they're on Go Chain, like
Mhm.
I've explained to you before.
Yeah, which is
They're-
through Ethereum.
Which is through Ethereum, but it's like it's its own separate thing. It's a separate kind of chain, right?
Yeah,
But it's connected to Ethereum. But
it's weird. Like
it's like
you have
it's
to
like
get
three levels away.
Yeah,
though.
you have to get a separate wallet, get Ethereum, so that way you can get Go Chain.
Exactly.
You have to jump through a bunch of hoops to get the Go Chain.
But what they're doing is they're switching to Ethereum.
Oh, completely?
Yes, that's a big
Ah.
move. That was what they announced, that they were working towards getting over to the new chain technology by the end of the year. And when this happens, you are going to have to exchange your coins, but it's going to be very simple, and you're going to have like a year to do it. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? Like, they're going to make more than enough time, like a year and a half, 2 years to do it, for
Okay.
people to change their OMI tokens to the new chain token. but it's still Omi. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just. But basically, what this is gonna do is what we're hoping. One,
Bring it to the market.
exactly, bringing it to where it's easier to transact it, because if it's on the Ethereum chain, now it can be on open seas. Now it can be sold as an NFT openly.
Well, and the big thing too is Ethereum is the main
main
Bitcoin currency that's used for
it's like
for
the
NFTs.
Yep.
For NFTs, it's used primarily for NFTs. Like I've noticed, like because I looked at the NFTs, like creating them and whatnot. All of them have been like, you got to go get your Ethereum.
Yep.
Da, da, da.
You gotta get a MetaMask.
No, they don't say Bitcoin. They don't say
Yep.
Dogecoin. They say go get Ethereum.
Because that's why I told you that Ethereum is like the internet of the
crypto
blockchain.
Yeah.
It's like the internet, because it's not just Ethereum is the coin, but just like this is a coin, but it also has a project tied to it. Ethereum is the network.
Yeah.
It's the, I need you to do this. I will pay you to Ethereum for you to finish and do this. You know, the smart contracts is what they call it.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude. I mean, once we get on the Ethereum blockchain, that's gonna be great. But again, this is all speculative, and but it's risk to reward, right? And we just saw, look, at our original entry, you just made 80%, with the possibility of going upwards of north of a couple $1,000%. And if not, you can cut and run right now, and you still would have made a better investment than if you invested in the S&P and waited. I mean, literally, what was our last podcast? 2 months ago. In 2 months, you just made 80%. Yeah. People can't beat that, you know? But it's about the long run. That's why for me, I'm like, wow, this is just a start. Imagine, because we're just at the forefront of NFTs. Look at where we're going to be in 5 years. Look at where gaming is.
The factor that Disney had its first successful drop, it's going to be huge, because in the next few months, I would probably say you'll start to see more companies starting to do drops and stuff like that. And so, whether they use Vive as the platform or not, it's not going to be too much. The big thing is going to be, because there's going to be more competitors in the market, it's going to drive up all the prices.
Yes, sir. And that's where for me, the way I invest is I like to follow the money, right? So I'm like, you know what? If Disney's going to go ahead and be, willing to
Disney
stake
just
their
made
claim,
$2 million a day
off nothing.
in a few hours.
Off a JPEG.
Well, and then you got to think too. I was telling you this earlier. Like, when you create an NFT, you can create a royalty rate. So they could be getting 20%.
They're getting 6%.
Oh, 6%. You saw that.
So they're getting 6%, and then
of each
VV gets 2.5.
Okay, so it's like a 8.5%.
If you sell every $100 you sell, you're losing $850. So if you sold your NFT on the VV marketplace for $100,
but that just means every time those NFTs are being sold and auctioned off and sold on,
they make 6%.
So
for them, they literally, that's why I said it's the ultimate. It's a power to the person that owns the intellectual property, but it also gives the power to the person that wants to sell it, right?
Yep.
Like these Fortnite skins. Think about all the money these kids spend on Fortnite skins, and like you said, people go ahead and sell their accounts.
The amount I've spent on gun skins for Valorant.
Yeah,
it's kind of.
Dear God.
No, I mean, it's not like I've spent a lot. I spent like $100.
Yeah, but
still,
this is spread out.
It's $100. It's $100 still.
And these are legit skins where,
you
like, in a couple years,
if I go to McDonald's, right?
Oh, dude.
And I want to make it McGangbang, right? It's cost me about $3.
You know how many? Go to the films.
I could have gone 33 McGangbangs and $1 iced tea, right there.
Just a single $1 iced tea. Unlimited
I'm just
refills.
saying, you want to break it down with McDonald's.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that's the scope. That's $100. That's what you can get. You can feed a lot of people with that.
Fuck.
Because a McGangbang is 2 sandwiches.
Yeah.
It's McChicken with a McDouble.
Just make it together.
No, but that's just how my brain works when I break down stuff.
Yep. No,
Dude,
I agree.
I
McGangbangs. And
McGangbang.
he's like, how many McDonald's burgers will this cost me?
How many McGangbangs could I make with this money?
He's like, well, I really want this thing, but I could go to McDonald's 5 times this
You know what's
week.
funny is I don't go to McDonald's like ever.
Yeah, that's funny. I always like to tell.
It's just I remember. I
that
just know.
go.
I just know. Yeah, it's like
But
kind
I
of
do.
nostalgic, you know, because like
so
I used to because our high school had one right the fuck there.
You're right.
So I would go there all the time because I was in football and wrestling, and then you're like, well, practice is over. I'm gonna go get McDonald's. I'm fucking starving. I haven't eaten. And you're.
Every time, I don't know, but like that's why I say lately I'm in this mood where I'm just like I told the people, you gotta live your life. That's why I said I'm like, you know what? Eddie said the OC fair is great. Gotta go check it out.
And it is great.
Then I'm like, you know what? Suicide Squad looks like it's gonna do good. Let's see if James Gunn does it. And guess what?
He fucking did it.
He knocked it out of the fucking park.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And he literally did a grand slam. Like, literally, you guys will go ahead, write in the comments, go watch Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like it,
You know what? My coworker wanted
I'll
to go
pay
see
you.
it, and he was like, the day he was trying to go see it, it wasn't out yet. The pre-release was
Yeah.
getting, and he
They
was like, son of a bitch. He was like,
he's gonna love it. I bet you.
Yeah.
Go talk to your coworker. He probably loves it, dude. It's a great film.
yeah, I'm probably gonna go see it next
I
week.
like that director. He's a really good director. He's got great
Well, dude,
film
I
taste.
loved both the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy.
that film style.
Yeah,
He captures it. It's like I'm just gonna give you. It's like a Marvel movie with unlimited violence.
oh, nice.
So you know that's the whole thing. That's why I said he took it because Marvel and Disney can't have people being shot in the face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But DC's like, you know what?
hey,
This is
we're
our
all comic books.
exactly. Well, they have Batman, they have Superman, right? But they
Yeah.
need a way to figure it out.
Mhm.
And this was a great way, and he did it, dude. It's fucking amazing.
That's awesome.
So you should go watch it soon.
Probably will. All right, I think that's a good spot to end it. We're at an hour.
Really? Okay, yeah,
Hour
that sounds good.
101.
Dude, we've had it's been good. Wait, one more thing. What was I gonna ask you? Oh, upcoming. What do we got? So you are going to Baja Beach Fest next week?
Yeah. Oh no, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay.
Dude, that's gonna be a nutty week. Cause so my great grandma's funeral is the 18th, and then we leave
God.
the 19th.
I feel like it's gonna be good.
Oh no, it's gonna be nice. and
You've
stuff.
already
yeah.
made some peace. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
like,
I went and saw my grandma today just to see how she's doing. You know.
yeah.
But like, no, it's just gonna be nuts because it's gonna be like
just
that's
the,
how,
the drive.
Yeah, it's gonna
Where
be,
you're going. Like
Yeah.
I always love thinking about like whenever I go on a trip, just like, oh wow,
Yeah.
I'm traveling like
Yeah.
like from right here and like
I'm just going to Rosarito. It's not that far.
yeah, but still like 100 years ago, that'd be like fucking 4 days on
Yeah.
horseback.
Yeah, exactly,
Like, we
yeah.
wouldn't be able to go to
Yeah.
Rosarito. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly. I would have to leave.
Yeah.
Like next week.
So, and I'm gonna be doing. I'll report to you guys from Foodie Land LA.
Oh, that's right. You're going to that. I'm jealous.
So that
Honestly, I'm
is
jealous.
this week. I just got the email from them.
Yeah. Did you have to like register? So for Baja Beach Fest, we had to register our vaccination cards. So
Yeah.
they make sure like, hey, you're either vaccinated or if you're not, then you have to do a COVID test each day.
Oh, really?
And if your COVID test comes up positive, sorry, you spent $500, but you can't get into the festival.
Yeah, no. They
Yeah.
don't
So
do
I got
that.
fucking vaccinated. Me and Kareem, that's the only reason I got vaccinated. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna get vaccinated, but then they're like, "Oh, this is what's gonna be like," and I was like, "I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
and for
vaccinated."
you, that's why it was no big deal.
Yeah.
You're like, if I, you know, when
Well,
I
I'd rather do that than get nose
yeah.
fucked by a Q-tip 3 days in a row.
3 days in a row.
Yeah, it sounds horrible. Because they go like this, they go. Well, actually, first they go suck on it, right, and they hit you in the back of the throat with it. You
Yeah.
got to deep throat it, and then they go, "Okay, now I'm gonna put it in your nose," and they go, "Oh, it's so tight in there,"
And then you end up at the weird tent where he's like, yeah, we're out of those, so we're gonna do a suppository test.
yeah, exactly.
So it's gonna go up your ass. But, are you sure, Doc?
But so me and Karina got vaccinated, but then her cousin and her boyfriend who we were going with did not.
So they're gonna get nose fucked,
Yeah,
and they're gonna have a great time
yeah,
getting nose fucked.
yeah. I think they wanted it because
Yeah.
they had time.
Yeah, right. It's a fickle thing, but that's where
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, you know.
Well, yeah.
but
But I'm saying, did you have to do that for the?
no.
No.
There's Foodie Land LA and it's right here.
Are
but
you gonna have to wear masks though? Because LA has a mask mandate now.
it's in Pasadena.
Oh,
Pasadena might be a different area code, but regardless,
Yeah, it is.
I'll follow whatever mandate, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really tripping on it. You know,
You just want your food.
fuck yeah. I just went to the OC fair and
Hey,
there's literally nobody wearing
upside,
a mask.
Upside. Hey, upside.
What?
There's no rides at this one.
It's all food.
It's all food.
It's
So you don't have
all
to worry
food.
about vomiting
I'm
this
so
time.
fucking sick. That's why I'm gonna pace myself.
Yeah.
I told mom, like, we're gonna go, we're gonna chill, we're gonna.
You
munch
just
a
gotta
bunch
do
of food.
what we did when we went to the fairs and just not eat all day, then eat a shit ton of edibles, and then don't end up like your mom, and then go to the food place. Go to the food place and then
She's doing
spend all your
well.
time eating. Because when we did that with the fair, we literally just were eating nonstop.
Uh-huh.
There, and we didn't need to take breaks because we were so high we didn't even register until it was too late.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you'll be fine. That's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it.
Alrighty.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Thank you,
Just a small look at the potential of merch,
Potential match.
dude. And I mean, just wait till the merch drops.
Yeah.
And I mean, wait till our once we get a huge following, I feel like we're gonna do the mukbang NFT. That is an NFT.
Yeah, that's
Mukbang
NFT.
photo
Yeah.
of us right there, about to mukbang.
Like
That's
the pizza.
Yeah, that's a fucking NFT. That's a 1 of 1. So that'll
Yeah.
be our 1 of 1, but we'll also make a couple other ones and we'll
Yeah.
fuck around with it, And
Yeah.
we'll take it from there. But like we always say, take
Yeah.
the time, people. Enjoy your life.
Exactly. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment. We'll start doing again what you guys suggest. We had a few long weeks, so we were just kind of going off doing our
Stuff
thing.
coming through.
We are. I highly recommend you do it because we're actually, since I'll be gone for one of the weekends, we're gonna double up next week. So, good suggestions means you have more than likely chance of us talking about your stuff. And go follow the Take the Time Studios TikTok page and the Take the Time Studios Instagram page. I haven't posted anything on the TikTok page, by the way.
It's fine.
I've actually been watching TikToks though.
Dear God.
Don't
get lost. Don't get lost.
Karina's threatened to take my phone away, actually. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. We love you
so
all.
Funny.
Have a great night.
Yeah, you guys have a good one.
Peace.
Pieces. Loves.
Fuck you guys, all see pair.
Fuck you, cocksuckers.